innovative content, global audience.
Of course, you know how we do it here. This is your favorite program, Wake Up Nigeria. And today on the show, we have a very special segment this morning. Normally, we do our reviews, but today I want to bring in a guest before the review, a special something for you. Of course, my name is Princess KESSY, and you're welcome to the show. Today, I have with me Julia on the show as my co-host. How you doing, Julia? Good morning.
Good morning.
How was your weekend?
It was fine.
Oh,
Okay, yours was good as well.
perfect. Although stress here of working, you know how it is, the election, the state's governorship elections, of course.
Yeah, I'm sure we're going to go through.
Yes, of course, we'll pull through. And of course, results are still coming in. Congrats to the winners. We have some people already jubilating, celebrating, while others are grieved going to the courts. But if you ask me, that's something that is very peculiar with elections. Of course, after that, a lot of people go to the tribunal. Anyway, welcome to the show this morning. I have with me this morning a legal practitioner on the line already to discuss some of these trending issues. It's no longer in news that the president on Friday, President Muhammadu Buhari, signed into law 16 bills into law. Of course, some of these laws are what we have been craving for. Something that, of course, we have a lawyer, like I said, that is going to throw more light on that. Good morning, sir. You're welcome to the show this morning.
Good morning, and thanks for having me.
He is Barrister Ochoma Ejiga Benjamin. Nice to have you this morning, sir. How was your weekend? How's it been going? So many elections.
Lovely, and very eventful.
Very eventful. Wow, that's nice. Yes, sir. So on a quick one, sir, before we go into the main issue of the day, there's been elections here and there, and a lot of people, some are rejoicing, others, of course, are crying foul. Now, what's your take so far as regarding the state elections?
Yes, that was why initially I said that my weekend was very, very eventful because I spent the entire weekend following up on the election on the television.
Okay.
I'm in the FCT, so there's no election here, but I was able to follow the events of other states on the television. And also the social media was agog with all kinds of news about the election. So your question is how my opinion of the
yes, of course, your opinion. As I know, of course, there was no election here in the Federal Capital Territory, but of course, we have been seeing the trendy stories, the news here and there. We've been seeing results also coming up. What's your take on this so far? Let's look at it from your legal perspective now.
Yes. Okay. Thank you very much. I must sincerely say that I'm very disappointed in the conduct of the election.
Why is that, sir?
Yes, I would say that. I would also say that we have taken a little step forward in our election progression. Why I say that I'm very disappointed is issues surrounding intimidation, voters' apathy, thuggery, violence, and all of those. You know, democracy, as we all know, is people coming out to freely elect their leaders. But that is not the situation in Nigeria here. It's a situation that people are prevented from coming out to express themselves, to cast their ballots, to exercise their franchise. That is a very, very unfortunate situation. And the issue of two other affairs of so many of our politicians, it's not heartwarming at all. It's not encouraging. It's very, very saddening. It's like we are taking a step forward, we are taking a step backward. So that is my opinion. I'm not happy with the situation of things at all.
It's really a sad one. Also, in my state, we had this news of actually had someone at the scene that said a said politician, commissioner came with so many thugs and they started chasing people away. So if you're not voting for that particular party, you have to run for your dear life. And I really do. Yes.
That is the situation. And in some polling units, you will even see the security agencies looking and condoning these attitudes. It's really very, very unfortunate.
And that was what I said also. I asked that day. Yes, I also asked them, so what were the security personnel doing? And they said these thugs were so much that they had to overpower the security personnel. And I said, That is strange if you ask me,
And
though.
those
But
thugs are even armed. They are not just thugs.
they are armed,
Yes.
but Julia, I
So
agree with you. But we have securities. Probably the security agencies were not as much as these people, and of course, we know that also. Just maybe the state governments are the ones suppressing the security personnel. We can't tell, but we leave that for the government also to do something about it. It was a sad one. A lot of people did not actually vote in my state. A lot of people are still running and of course complaining about the whole conduct of that particular election. Okay, now, sir, we move on quickly. On Friday, President Muhammadu Buhari also signed into law some of these bills that we have been craving for, and I believe you are abreast with that issue already. These are news already. Now, I wanted to ask you, as a lawyer, what are the implications of these 16 bills signed into law by the president, sir?
yes, that is an extremely good one. It's a good one, and I give a thumbs up to the regime of President Muhammadu Buhari, because this is going to deepen our democracy. Now, to shed light on this quickly, I would say that our democracy is hinged on separation of powers and checks and balances. To explain further, this simply means that there is the executive, there is the legislation, and there is the judiciary. What has happened before now is a situation that the executive controls the finances of both the judiciary and the legislation. Thus, there was no separation of power. But by this, one of these bills that has been signed into law, the one granting autonomy to the state judiciary and the state legislation, those arms of government can now stand and do their duties according to law without inducement, without oppression from the executive. Because there is this popular saying that he who pays the piper
Take the tone.
that is how it has been in that regard. But with this new bill now, they'll be getting their funding directly from what we call the Consolidated Revenue Fund. So it is the situation of the governor, the state funding them will no longer be there. So that is a very good one.
And so, sir, we know that for this, a lot of people actually are applauding the president over this and said this is something this is one of the legacies he would actually be leaving behind. And we are also happy because we know that when these monies, go through the governors and the states, we know a lot of people will also want to cut off a part of it before they will now start giving out. And so we applaud the president. Now, with the clamoring of this independence of the judiciary, most especially at the state level now, right? This is something that they've been clamoring for decades, and that is finally here. So what do you think Nigeria will be expecting from this rotation? Like, yes, sir.
We will be expecting good governance from the states. Like I said already, with what has happened now, the legislature and the judiciary can now do their work according to the law, independent of any inducement, financial or otherwise, from the state governors. It will make the governors to sit up. For instance, let me break it down. The legislature, ordinarily, they have the powers to impeach the governor if the governor is not performing. But for the obvious reason that I've mentioned before now, that the funding of the legislation comes from the executive before now, you will find out that most times, even when the governor is not performing, they cannot initiate impeachment proceedings. But now that they are truly independent, they can do all of that. And don't also forget that the final process of impeachment also has to do with the court, because the chief judge of the state will have to ascertain and affirm that impeachment proceedings. Before now, the state judiciary is they are also funded by the governor. But with this particular bill that has been signed into law now, these two crucial arms of government can now be truly independent, and they can now truly and perfectly checkmate the excesses of the state governor. So it is a very good one. It will deepen our democracy. It will bring the dividends of democracy to states. So it is a very good one. And I applaud the current regime of Muhammad Buhari for that.
Okay, thank you, sir. But also, we have one interesting issue, and it's for the
Yes,
states to generate and sell power. Can you tell us the benefits
beautiful one.
of this growth
Beautiful
and
one now.
development of Nigeria?
Beautiful one. A beautiful one. Now, before now, there is what we call the exclusive list. Then we have the concurrent list, then we have the residual list. Exclusive list are items in the constitution that it is only the federal government that can do them. The concurrent list is what the federal and the state government can work on. Then the residual is for the local government. Now, before now, power generation and distribution was limited in so many places to the exclusive. That simply means it was only the federal government that can work in that regard. So, for instance, now you can have a state and there is a national grid that is only the government that can work and do anything about that in a state. The governor, even if you have the goodwill, you have the capacity to generate electricity, you cannot do that. Now, with this bill now, the item has been moved from the legislative list to the concurrent list. So the state government can work, can add to and make use of the national grid in their state. So that is a very beautiful one also. A lot of states have the capacity. A lot of states have the capacity to generate power through hydro. That is through water. For instance, there's Benue, there's Kogi, there are a lot of them like that. Even in the Niger Delta, they have a lot of water body there that they can make. Then you talk of gas, then you talk of coal. A lot of states have coal. Enugu is sitting on coal. Part of Kogi State is sitting on coal like that. Natural gas is all over the Niger Delta. A lot of those. The states can tap into all of this to generate power for their citizenry. So it is a good one. Before now, their hands were tied. But with this one now, they can look into all of this and bring power for their people. That is a beautiful one. I think it is now that we are really moving as a country towards true federalism.
All right, sir. That being said, we know that with this law, this bill that has been passed into law, the people, especially those at the grassroots, are going to benefit more from this. But a lot of people also have the opinion that the governors, they said some governors will not allow this bill to be a success. They are going to somehow they are going to frustrate these efforts. So, what's your take on that?
Yes, it all boils down to the evils of our own democratic system in Nigeria. You see, for a proper democratic government, it has to start from the election, the voting system. In a situation that people get into power without the people of that state truly voting them, there will always be a problem. So it starts from our electoral system. The people should be able to willingly elect those that they know that bring the dividends of democracy to them. That is very crucial. So that is why everything is still tied to our electoral system. INEC must sit up. Government must sit up to ensure that we have a free and fair election. People that the electorates can hold accountable for their action. It is only when that happens that the dividends of democracy can reach the people. That is very, very crucial. It is very, very crucial. It is the heartbeat of everything. No matter the good laws you put in place, if the democracy is not solid, if the electoral system cannot produce the leaders that people willingly want, there will always be a problem. So that is my take on that. So if people are saying that, they are not wrong at all.
And also, sir, we know that away from these bills now that has been passed into law, we also saw that coming from the presidential election, where we have the aggrieved party, they've all head to the court, of course, to decide these the results about the results. Now, what's your take? There's something I've been meaning to ask of a legal practitioner. We saw that Obi actually came out with 20 sons, and then Atiku 36 sons. Of course, Tunubu also came with a lot of sons, like 40 something, if I'm correct. And so I wanted to have your opinion on this. Now, how many sons are supposed to stand for a particular case?
Okay, the thing is this: you can have as many as you want. You understand? But the actual work in the courtroom, not all of them can talk the same time. There is always a lead counsel. The others are supporting counsel. So for each of these candidates, they have a lead counsel, the son that will lead the team.
Okay.
That will be the person that will do the actual presentation in court. But in our legal system, the major work in a case is not actually done in the courtroom. It is actually done from the office.
Really?
You understand? We are in an era of written advocacy. Now, let me break down what I mean by the major work is actually done from the office. I'm talking in terms of research, gathering of evidence, the way they are doing right now, going to INEC, trying to get the documents, trying to get through to the back end server of the IREV, the machine itself, the beavers, trying to get evidence from all of those. Those are very, very crucial. If you don't get those right, no matter how sound a son is, you will be helpless in the courtroom. Now, that is the essence of assembling a robust team of lawyers. You know, the presidential election cuts across the entire federation.
That's right.
6 states.
That is right. Of course.
And most of the documents, the papers used for the election have not come to the headquarters in Abuja. So you need a team of lawyers that will go around all of this, get the necessary documents, and bring them together. The presidential election tribunal is holding in Abuja here. So if you are going to retain only one son, that may not be sufficient. Very important.
Okay.
All our election cases are time bound. If you have been following the news, they had 14 days to file the election petition, and it is within this period that you need to gather all your evidence, prepare your documents, file them in courts, and all of those. Everything is time bound. You understand? So it is very crucial for them to assemble a robust team that will do all of this, do all the researches, then they present them before the court. I hope I've answered your question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was quite elaborate. And of course, just before you go, there is this we saw yesterday, of course, was Mother's Day across nations. And of course, we celebrated mothers. And we are seeing a 26 years old woman who actually clicked onto a seat as a National Assembly seat at Kwara. Now, what's your take on that?
Yes.
Have you seen that story?
Yeah.
She's actually 26 years old.
Yes. I was elated when I heard that. I was also elated when I heard that.
About Birini, not confirmed yet, though Birini, yes, might likely be the first elected female governor in the country. Although that story is still not fully, what will I say? That report has not been confirmed yet, because I'm also there are some also rumors. There's some alleged rumor that election has been cancelled. Later today we're going to see more of that news.
The point I would like to make is this. Okay, we've had men successively all over the place, and it appears that we have not really gotten the dividends of the democracy. Maybe our women will take us to the promised land. It is my prayer.
Wow, that is so sweet coming from a man. Like, thank you, sir, for that. Wow.
But there's something important that we have not mentioned among those bills, which I would like to mention.
Go ahead, sir.
There's this one that the president and governor should submit names of their cabinet members within 60 days. It's among those bills. It is also a very good one. If you could recall, during the first tenure of Buhari, we waited almost endlessly for him to read out the names.
Yes.
So it was like the country was on an autopilot. It was a one-man show for a very long time. If you could also recall, in Edo State, for a very long period, they had a similar situation. Now, they have come up with this bill amending the constitution and making it a law that from your inauguration, that means the day you are sworn in as a governor, as a president, within 60 days, you should
be able to form a cabinet.
To submit the names of your cabinet members. By cabinet members, ministers, to the ministers of the federation. Then in the states we have the commissioners. So within 60 days you should submit the names to the National Assembly for confirmation. So that is a very good one. It is a very good one. It will deepen our democracy. It will make the governors, the president, to sit up and hit the ground running. So it is
Yes, we are also happy about these laws, and like I said already, Nigerians are really saying this is something very good that the president has done, and of course they've been applauding him over the weekend. And now, what's your final words just before we let you go, Barrister?
Yes, my final word is that no matter what's going on in the country, we are making progress, most especially with what has happened with the signing of these bills. These are constitutional amendments, and these are all geared towards a proper federal system of government. The federal government have ceded a lot of powers now to the states, but it's very painful that something like the local government autonomy did not scale through all of these constitutional amendments.
But it's really sad too. Yes, that's true.
Yeah, because the local government is the closest arm of government to the people. Unfortunately, they don't have the autonomy. They are still under the control of the state governors to do whatever they want with their funds. So we are making progress, and we pray that we'll continue to make progress so that our children's children will have a better Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So nice having you today on the show. Hopefully, we might want to have you again some other time. But for today, thank you so much. And yes, do have a very lovely day, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, I have been speaking with Barrister Ochoma Ejima Benjamin. Is a legal practitioner, of course, the founding partner of StarGem Legal Practitioners here in Abuja. We've been so enlightened this morning. Of course, we know that a lot of people were so happy over the weekend just because of these laws. It's something that people have been waiting for, craving for, clamoring for over a decade now, and now a lot of Nigerians are really happy that the president deemed it fit to do something as honorable as this. Thank you for being part of the show. Of course, we know that this morning we'll still have a newspaper review, but quickly we'll go on a break, and when we return, we'll do the reviews. Don't go anywhere, stay with us.
RTV London, in partnership with NTA TV Enterprise, present the maiden edition of the Nigerian Week in the capital of the world, London. A wonderful blend of entertainment, business, and networking, displaying a wide range of arts, national cash crops, financial products and services, and real estate for huge extra opportunity in diaspora. Look no further. The 36 states of the Federation, the Federal Ministry of Information and Culture, Trade and Investment, the Nigerian Film Corporation, and host of others will be in attendance. Date 15th to 21st of May 2023. Venue Lighthouse, Camberwell, Southeast London. For details, log on www.superradiotelevision.com/Nigerian Week or call +447 549 513 619 or +234 814 358 2856. The Nigerian Week, celebrating the best of Nigeria from the...
Ladies, are you ready to shine? Here's a golden opportunity for you to show the world the queen in you, as the second edition of Face of SRTV Ladies Edition is about to begin. What are you waiting for? Register online with just 500 naira and stand a chance of winning a cash prize of 100,000 naira and the deal of becoming our ambassador. There will also be consolation prizes for second and third place winners. To register, kindly pay the registration fee and send your name, age, picture, and state of origin to this number 0906 895 2170. For more inquiries, please call 0907 400 7816. Powered by SRTV London, the face of SRTV.
RTV London, in partnership with NTA TV Enterprise, present the maiden edition of the Nigerian Week in the capital of the world, London. A wonderful blend of entertainment, business, and networking, displaying a wide range of art, national cash crops, financial product and services, and real estate. For huge extra opportunity in diaspora, look no further. The 36 states of the Federation, the Federal Ministry of Information and Culture, Trade and Investment, the Nigerian Film Corporation, and host of others will be in attendance. Date 15th to 21st of May 2023. Venue Lighthouse, Camberwell, Southeast London. For details, log on www.superradiotelevision.com/Nigerian Week or call +447 549 513 619 or +234 814 358 2856. The Nigerian Week, celebrating the best of Nigeria from the rest.
Hello viewers, you're welcome back. If you just joined us, this is Wake Up Nigeria. Just before we went on the quick break, we were actually talking with a barrister over some of the bills that the president has passed into law on last Friday. We'll take it up this morning. We'll quickly go into the newspaper reviews, and I'm going to kickstart with the Blueprint newspapers, and these are some of the stories making waves this morning. We have on the major headline here, 2023 Guba Abdulrazak, Makinde, Abiodun, Inowa, Buni return, and the rider says APC wins in Jigawa, Sokoto, PDP retains Akwa Ibom, Sanwo-Olu, Zulum coast to victory. We also have a story here that says APC leads in Kaduna, Adamawa, close to core. And then another story here says that Bago heading for victory in Niger State. We'll have another story here that says obedience kick, call for cancellation of election rerun polls. These stories can be seen on page 6 of the Blueprint newspaper. Of course, we have another story here that says INEC staff are killed, some harassed, adopted, hospitalized. This story is coming from Okoye this morning, and the writer also says that we did our best to respond to situations beyond our control. Benue, election postponed in Kwagde local government area of the state. That story is on page 22 of the newspaper. We have another story here also that say, that story is on page 20, that says federal government to connect to 20 markets, federal government to connect 20 markets to free internet. This is exactly coming from Pantami this morning. Now, what's your take on that, Julia? I don't, in this country, that things are not actually working well. Federal government to connect to, okay, maybe that is a part of reaching out to the people also, because this data thing is something that we spend so much money on. It consumes so much money, and before you know, your data is off. So now, what's your take on this?
Connecting 20 Wi-Fi's to markets.
Not 20 markets.
20 markets.
Yes, to free internet.
For me, I think that's a good one, because you know how much we spend on data in every day. Like we keep buying. You assume maybe MTN, Airtel sellers is like sharing your data with you. Now it helps the market people to post their items, which is free. They no longer have to buy data, and I think it's part of them, or is making advertisement for them much easier online without much cost. So I think it's a good one.
But I'm just also thinking, as good as that may sound, we know this country how things work. I don't think, like I will always say on the show, I'm sorry, Nigerians, but it's the truth, and you have to face the fact that we have not even got it one thing right in a long time. So a lot of time they bring in a law, and before you know, something just go wrong. And I'm just really hoping also that Nigerians will not misuse this opportunity eventually, but we'll wait to see how that goes. I'm really hoping that of course, coming also from federal government, we they be able to meet up with this 20 free markets. And where is that? Who are the people to benefit? So this is something we'll find out maybe much later when they unfold the plan and all that, or maybe when we go into the detail of that news.
Of course.
Yes, it's a good one actually. And then we move further now with some of the headlines here. We have another headline here that says NDLA seizes 1.2 Ps of tramadol, and that is a very good one because we know that tramadol. In fact, I was supposed to have a doctor today on the show, but I decided to leave him, or just for maybe tomorrow we'll bring him on the show. As regarding to a headline I saw earlier, and of course this also. Now, this tramadol has done a lot of damage, especially to the youths.
I agree.
Especially to the youth. And I feel like this the NDLA, they're really doing a good job. We must give it to them. Over the time we've seen so far, now sometimes they'll be seizing this tramadol in this quantity or that. And I really think that's a good one. This tramadol is really destroying a lot of youth, especially the students. You go where I remember then when I was in school, my neighbor used to send me, go and get me tramadol. Say you are having cough, say you are having pains. No, that was not tramadol, that was codeine.
Yeah.
Say you are having a cough, I will go.
Having cold.
The
Yeah.
next day he will send me that go to this one is a fake one, go to this. So I didn't
I
know.
don't know what.
Of course,
codeine
the
was.
guy, yes. I didn't know, and I kept going. I kept buying for the guy. And when I got to find out, like, are you kidding me? One of the pharmacy guys now asked me that, what? I don't see like with the way you're sounding. You don't sound as if you have cold or cough. So why are you? I say it's not for me. It's my neighbor. I used to buy for him every day. Like, okay, sit down. Let me educate you. I went to my
That's a
hostel.
good person.
Yes, I went to my hostel. I was very angry at this guy. How will you be using me for evil, such evil? And that was the end of it. Anyway, I will really applaud the NDLA on this one because tramadol is a very dangerous something to take, especially for those that are abusing it.
Yes, and it's
Yes.
actually causing more harm than good.
Yes, I remember when I had accident. Of course, that was accident. I think they gave me one. I reacted to it. The reaction is not something I want to say on air, but it was not something good. So I wonder why somebody will be taking overdose of it all the time just to stay awake or fun or happy. That is something, but we really do applaud the NDLA. So we move forward now. There's another story here also that says the 26-year-old now graduate journalist elected Kwara Assembly member on page 22 of the paper.
That headline alone is giving me the whole joy I need.
And that is nice. Even me, we are happy. The women, we are happy. Like I posted that story yesterday, and everybody was like, "Wow, wow, wow!" And it's really a good one. It's a gift.
I think women are actually getting to a place in the country.
Yes, but we do hope that we see more of them.
Of course.
We do hope it. And there's this story also. Maybe just maybe we take the headline. So let me not even go there now. But I'm really happy that she's just 26 years old, and of course that is something. I know I read her story a little bit about her, and I know she did school politics when you are how do you call them in school then?
The presidents, the departmental
Yes,
presidents,
yes, SUG and all that politics in school. And then, of course, that was how Dino also started. So I'm thinking she's going to go to places. That's a very good one. We applaud her for that. So moving on now, we have another story here that says NCNN proposes cash for shares during dividend payouts. That story is on page 25 of the newspaper. And then we'll have the story here coming also from Kogi State this morning on page 15 of the paper that says international monitor Lord's INEC on peaceful election. Well, I've not seen that report, but I just really hope that report is correct also, because we knew everybody saw what happened during the presidential election, that it was not really good. Everything in Kogi was upside down, a lot of casualty also recorded. But if they say it's peaceful this time around, then it's a good one. That means we're making progress, and we'll applaud INEC on that. I will have the last story here that says APC wins 23 seats in Ekiti Assembly. PDP clears 25 in Osun. Well, congrats to the winners. And that's all we have on the Blueprint newspaper this morning.
Okay, here I have the Punch, and these are the headlines that made it to the Punch this morning. Sanwo-Olu, Makinde, Abiodun, Abdulrazak, Buni, others win. According to the rider, APC wins Katsina, Gombe, set for victory in Borno, Benue, as PDP takes Akwa Ibom. Kwankwaso, Ganduji's men in tight race, roads void project Lagos results. Oyo, Lagos speakers re-elected. APC takes 22 Ondo seats, PDP 25 in Osun. Also, we have FG FG rakes in 10 trillion naira VAT under Buhari, and this came from MBS in page 22 of the newspaper. Also, we have NGX finds 16 firms 779 million naira, and this is on page 19 of the Punch newspaper. We have also CBN may retain 17.5% lending rate as MPC meets. This story is on page 19 of the Punch newspaper. LP candidate stops Nnamani's Senate return. This story is on page 8 of the Punch newspaper.
I really want to talk about that story. So it's really a good thing. Now, I just want to say this to Peter Obi's supporters. You know, a lot of them had wanted Peter Obi to win. I know a lot of people, I interviewed a lot of people, we did shows here, a lot of the youths we brought on air. They actually wanted Peter, they were clamoring for Peter. And then he did win, and a lot of them actually thought there is no longer hope in Nigeria. But just before we move forward, I want to talk, I'm directing this to the Peter Obi supporter. There's actually hope, because nobody thought that there would be a point where Labour Party, a party that people describe as a party that has no structure, will come and pull down or shake this very mighty elephant, APC and PDP. And then we are not seeing that, not just at the national but even at the state level. We are seeing that they're really doing well, and it's a good one. Like you can see here, LP candidate stops Nnamani's return, Senate return. I think it's a good one, and it's also a plus for the Labour Party. Yes.
Okay, I will go on. On page 26, the Punch newspaper, of course, soldiers for ISWAP election day attack kill 60 terrorists. Undergraduates denied treatment over bed space dies in North. This is page 4 and 6, and I find this very pathetic.
It is very sad. It is sad. Look at her picture there. She's quite young.
Yeah.
I don't think any parents deserve this kind of pains. And my heart, I saw that story and my heart skipped for a moment. I really don't want to put myself in the shoes of our family members right now. And of course, this is a call. First of all, it's sad that I remember also last year, March, this period, something around March, that we lost a family friend also. She was pregnant then. And then he had to rush out to like 4 hospitals, and he said, no space. And on the way to the 4th one, she died. I was like, I don't get it. If there is no space and this person is close to there, then put wrap her on the floor, put her and attend to her. It's an emergency. So this thing is becoming too many, where we have a country as big as Nigeria and Lutso coming from Lagos, whatever teaching hospital, to be telling us there is no space, and then this beautiful girl just dies like that. It's really a sad one on the graduates. So what would her parents be doing now? And then I really this is a call also to the health sector to sit up.
course.
Of course, I'm going to bring in a doctor into the show tomorrow. These are some of the issues we're going to be discussing. It's really sad that we've gotten to a stage where, last year when this thing happened, in fact, as I speak to you now, the husband of that woman, he left the country, that he will never have anything to do with this country. A country where you go from one hospital to another, they kept referring her, go here, and at the end, whether the fourth or the fifth one, she died on the way. It's really sad, and like I feel for our parents. Where we pray that God will rest her soul.
So the last news we have on the punch today is arrested Ondo political talks will face trial.
And that is coming from the police, I guess.
Yes.
We really do hope they face trial, not just coming to say it's news and then it just dies off.
They really need to face trial because presidential election this year is actually something you should learn from. Despite the president coming out openly to say, shoot on the spot. I don't know what the youths are looking for. I don't know how much money they are looking for to jeopardize their whole life.
Just to go and
Just
be
to go-
working
You
for your
check
enemy. I
it.
used to call them enemy.
Enemies.
Like I had a show with the CEO, one of our Inside Nigerian show, and I was telling him that I don't think these people, these banditry, these kidnappers, these thugs, they know their enemies. They are actually your enemy, the people you're working for.
They are the real enemies.
I used to say, don't you know road to Mitama to Osoko where they live?
Are you going to just kill your brother who is struggling as you?
As you, just to do what? For what? How much are we talking about here? I don't understand. It's really
So it's not just about coming to say they've been arrested. They should actually get arrested and be tried.
It's a good one. So I'm going to take it right away from there with the leadership newspaper. And these are some of the stories making waves this morning. And so we have the major headline here. You know why I'm smiling? I'm smiling because although this very report is not certain yet, but it's something that has gladdened the hearts of so many Nigerian
I have an
women.
idea, but I'll wait for you to see it.
And then we have a story here that says Binani likely Nigeria's first elected female governor, a very beautiful woman with a smile. It's something that just gladdens my heart. That story is on page 4 of the news leadership
I
newspaper.
think it happened during the Mother's Day.
Yes, I think it's a gift as to the mothers.
Of
A
course.
very special gift. If
And
you
this
ask
is,
me,
this is a way of God saying it's time for the women.
to come out. In fact, I don't know why they are holding back. I don't know why women don't want to come, or is it that they are not giving us the chance? But I really do hope that we see more of women moving forward. We see more of people coming out and all that. It's really a good one, and I really do hope that she will pull through this. I know that there is this alleged rumor that the elections has been cancelled.
And some of the polling units in Adamawa,
Yes.
but I think they shifted the stuff to 12 noon today.
Today.
So we hope for the best.
Okay, that's a good one. I'm really clamoring for this lady. I really want her to come out. That's something for a change in this country. And this also will motivate a lot of women to come from
out.
their hiding. Yes, and this other 26 years old girl also that head on to
I
the
think
Kwara Assembly seat. So I think
everybody
also
with political ambitions will now get
know
the
that
wake-up call.
that
is my
there
calling.
is
I
hope,
need to
and you
come.
can actually
Of course.
just be there. You never can tell, even this labor movement, this labor party. A lot of people thought there was no place for who. Well, I beg, who is
No
labor party?
structure.
They used to say no structure. So who are these ones? But at the end of the day, look at the labor party today. They're really doing well. And we say kudos to her and of course to all that are coming out. And then we move on quickly to the rider that say leadership calls raised as challengers is said to edge out incumbent governor Fitinri in a photo finish. Another rider here says Abdul Razak Buni Yahaya Sonwolu Makinde Abiondu survive re-election battle. Congratulations to them. These stories can be seen on page 4 of the leadership newspaper. Also, we have a story here that says Bini's race to the top. A very beautiful woman. We really do hope she pulls through this, like I said earlier. And then we have another story here that says Adamawa's turbulent politics. I don't know what's happening there, but whatsoever that is happening, we really do hope for the best. And then we have another story here that says 26-year-old woman wins Kwara Assembly seats. Congratulations to her. She has done very well. This is something that every youth should take a clue from. Don't go and work for politicians. Be one yourself. Why are you working for them when you can actually come out and run?
Of course.
And the people will just support you, because at this point they don't care about the money these people are offering. They don't care about this gift, this small rice and salt they give to people. They actually care about credibility. And so when they see you come out, and maybe when they see your manifestos, they are going to vote for you. So stop working for them. Come out so that people will vote for you.
And I think we've passed the generation of saying, and because she's not a man, she
Yes.
can't do laws and all that.
We've moved past that one a long time ago. I really do hope that the women will start coming out from their shares, stop hiding and come out. We have a lot of powerful women now that can come out and do things. Like the lawyer said, it's a good thing. It's something everybody should actually applaud. And coming from a core northern state, it's something that everybody really should applaud. And I really do envy this woman. We wish her well. Anyway, we move on now with the stories here that says that APC wins Gombe, Jigawa, Yobe, Katsina, Kwara, Ogun, Lagos reclaims Sokoto, PDP clears Oyo, Akwa Ibom. These stories are on page 4 of the Leadership newspaper, and that's all we have this morning coming from the Leadership newspaper. I just want to get yourself a copy to see the details of these stories.
I think here with me is The Nation, and the stories that made it to the headline today in The Nation is Sanwo-Olu, Abdulrazak, Makinde, Abiodun re-elected. The writer said, APC wins Gombe, Jigawa, Yobe, Katsina, Sokoto. PDP's Umo Eno wins Akwa Ibom. INEC declares Enugu election inconclusive. Governors maintains hold on assemblies. Also, 9 states to get governors elect today. Rivers, Ebonyi, Adamawa, Kaduna, others affected. We also have on The Nation's newspaper, we are making ports better, says MPA, MD Koko.
They should make ports better, because it's really pathetic that a country such as Nigeria, you go to ports, there's nothing to write home about. Anyway, viewers, don't go anywhere. We'll come back and, of course, continue with our review. Stay with us.
RTV London, in partnership with NTA TV Enterprise, present the maiden edition of the Nigerian Week in the capital of the world, London. A wonderful blend of entertainment, business and networking, displaying a wide range of arts, national cash crops, financial product and services, and real estate. For huge extra opportunity in diaspora, look no further. The 36 states of the Federation, the Federal Ministry of Information and Culture, Trade and Investment, the Nigerian Film Corporation, and host of others will be in attendance. Date 15 to 21st of May 2023. Venue Lighthouse, Camberwell, Southeast London. For details, log on www.superradiotelevision.com/Nigerian Week or call +447 549 513 619 or +234 814 358 2856. The Nigerian Week, celebrating the...
Ladies, are you ready to shine? Here's a golden opportunity for you to show the world the queen in you, as the second edition of Face of SRTV Ladies Edition is about to begin. What are you waiting for? Register online with just 500 naira and stand a chance of winning a cash prize of 100,000 naira and the deal of becoming our ambassador. There will also be consolation prizes for second and third place winners. To register, kindly pay the registration fee and send your name, age, picture, and state of origin to this number 0906 895 2170. For more inquiries, please call 0907 400 7816. Powered by SRTV London. The face of SRTV.
RTV London, in partnership with NTA TV Enterprise, present the maiden edition of the Nigerian Week in the capital of the world, London. A wonderful blend of entertainment, business and networking, displaying a wide range of arts, national cash crops, financial product and services, and real estate. For huge extra opportunity in diaspora, look no further. The 36 states of the Federation, the Federal Ministry of Information and Culture, Trade and Investment, the Nigerian Film Corporation, and host of others will be be in attendance. Date 15 to 21st of May 2023. Venue Lighthouse, Camberwell, Southeast London. For details, log on www.superiorradiotelevision.com/Nigerian Week or call +447 549 513 619 or +234 814 358 2856. The Nigerian Week.
Ladies, are you ready to shine? Here's a golden opportunity for you to show the world the queen in you, as the second edition of Face of SRTV Ladies Edition is about to begin. What are you waiting for? Register online with just 500 naira and stand a chance of winning a cash prize of 100,000 naira and the deal of becoming our ambassador. There will also be consolation prizes for second and third place winners. To register, kindly pay the registration fee and send your name, age, picture, and state of origin to this number 0906 895 2170. For more inquiries, please call 0907 400 7816. Powered by SRTV London, the face of SRTV, who takes the crown.
If you're just joining us, this is Wake Up Nigeria. We've been discussing the newspaper headline, and of course on the show we had Barrister Benjamin, who also talked about some of these laws that were passed, bills that were passed into law by the president, and then we'll move forward quickly with the reviews.
Federal government seeks 360 billion in new debt auction, and this news is on page 15 of the Nation newspaper. We also have Labour Party threatens nationwide protest over alleged manipulation of poll results.
I saw the story also because they had some issues at Enugu and Abia, to be precise, and they have the opinion that some of these results have been manipulated, have been tampered with. And so they're actually calling on INEC to do the needful, otherwise they will storm the streets again. Well, we hope that INEC also will do the needful. And that's all.
That's all for the nation.
Yeah, so we'll move quickly to the Nigerian pilot newspapers, and these are some of the stories making waves this morning. We have here Abia, Enugu, Guba polls. Labour set to protest. We have the riders that says alleged gross manipulation of election results in Abia, Enugu states. Accuses PDP supporters of taking INEC officials hostage in Obingwa local government area of Abia State. Insists supporters of the party also tampered with the results of the governorship poll in Enugu. Calls on IGP to intervene, ensure transfer of materials to where safety of INEC officials can be guaranteed. These stories are on page 8 of the Nigerian Pilot newspaper. Of course, we also have a story here on page 5 that says a governorship poll. Lagos CP denies widespread violence claim. And this is coming on the heat of the news, social media. I was at God the other day. We saw a lot of violence, a lot of pictures, footages from Lagos showing or claiming that there was so much violence in that state. And now this CP is countering these claims that it was not so. You might want to see that story, more of the details on page 5 of the Nigerian news, Nigerian Pilot newspaper. And then we have a story here that says LP wins Enugu East senatorial seat as Nnamani congratulates Chukwu. I'm really happy for them. They are doing well. It shows that even though they didn't make it to the national, they are getting hold of the states, and it's a good one. That story is on page 8 of the Nigerian Pilot, and you might want to see some details for yourself. And then we'll have a story here also that says Makinde, Abiodun, Umar, Yahaya, Buni, Abdul Razak declares winners, and we say congratulations to them. That story is on page 7 of the Nigerian Pilot newspaper. We also have a story here that said troops neutralize 60 terrorists on attack in Borno. And kudos to the troops, kudos to the Nigerian military on that. They're really doing well. And we have another one here. That story is on page 5. We have another story here that says Rivers election. Kidnap APC campaign director shot dead. A very sad one. And that story is on page 8 of the Nigerian Pilot newspaper. We have a story here that says Situation Room calls for independent inquiry into conduct of the 2023 elections. I think that's a good call, but that story is on page 6 of the paper. We have another story here that say Governor Diri Blast Silva says election rigging is tough. That story is on page 6 of the paper. And then we have another story here that says police arrest lawmaker, 160 others for ballot box snatching. That story is on page 5 of the paper. And then we have the last story here on the Nigerian Pilot newspaper that says 122 males, 3 female inmates on death row in Gombe. A very sad one. And then also I want to speak on this arrest once again. I don't know, but a lot of people, and I said yesterday we had a show, of course, inside our situation room last night, and I said also that these people, like you said earlier, this youth, I don't know, they should. I think it's high time they know their. We cannot stop saying it until we have a well sanitized system. They should know their enemies. You cannot be fighting. You cannot be on the side of your enemy. Look at the numbers, 160 others arrested for ballot box snatch. Is it really worth your life? Is what I keep telling people. Is it worth your life? You come out, you take so much risk for somebody that
Don't care about your family.
no. And you know that funny enough, I used to say that you are more closer to the people than that politician, because when they hold on to that power or that seat, you're on your own. You cannot get to them. They have PAs, they have aides, they won't even allow you to see this person. And when something happens to you, you are more closer to these masses you are now brutalizing, to that man you are working for. It's really a sad one, and we'll call on the youth also to do the needful. Like I said, look at this 26 years old lady that just head on to a seat at the Kwara State Assembly. It's a very good call, and I'm thinking that everybody will want to do that. Go into politics if you have the passion. Don't go and work for people. Don't kill yourself, and of course, don't go and kill your fellow youth or your citizens just because you want to have it. How much is this money we're talking about that you're jeopardizing your future for? You have a whole life ahead of you. Anyway, it has been a fun ride this morning with my girl here, Julia. Thank you so much for being part of the show. Of course, before we go, don't forget our London and Nigerian Week London that is coming up. Preparations are in top gear as of today, and of course you know that we have a lot of ministries already partnering with us. And don't forget also that we're bringing in Nigerian customs also, and that is a very good thing. We have the Ministry of Information, Trades and Investment, the national troops. A lot of these ministries are actually working with us, and of course we have don't forget we're going to have fun there. A lot of food. I'm always interested in the food parts.
I think Nigerians.
Not just me, a lot of people also. When we hear
course.
food, of course, food is life. You need food to move, to
Especially when it's
survive.
free.
Yes, but you're going to pay for. You're going to pay for some, or some may be free. Who knows? But the important thing is that we're going over to London to showcase our culture. Very colorful. We are, of course, we're unique people. We should let people see. So we have the food, the film, the music, of course, and don't forget also the business part of it. We're going to have business seminars, the business opportunities there. That's just one good thing about this Nigerian Week London. And of course, be part of it. Get a stand. Call in as an organization, as individual. You're highly welcome. And of course, don't forget also the face of SRTV is already ongoing, as we know, and we know that online registration is only just 500 naira. Who knows, you might just be the face of our SRTV. So what are you waiting for? Register, send in your name, your picture, and of course your state of origin, of course, to be part of it. You might just be the miss this and miss that, and before you know, you start going to places. So key into this. Thank you so much for being part of the show this morning. We do this again tomorrow. Viewers, thank you for being part of the show. I remain yours, Princess KESSY.
Julia YUNUSA.
See you tomorrow.
Ladies, are you ready to shine? Here's a golden opportunity for you to show the world the queen in you, as the second edition of Face of SRTV Ladies Edition is about to begin. What are you waiting for? Register online with just 500 naira and stand a chance of winning a cash prize of 100,000 naira and the deal of becoming our ambassador. There will also be consolation prizes for second and third place winners. To register, kindly pay the registration fee and send your name, age, picture, and state of origin to this number 0906 895 2170. For more inquiries, please call 0907 400 7816. Powered by SRTV London.